Our opponent this week, Texas A&M University, or A&M, because there's nothing a Texan takes more pride in than being able to spell a helping verb. Texas A&M is the insane clown posse of college football. They have a large cult-like fan base who has deluded themselves into not only believing that they are relevant now, but that they were actually good at some point in the past as well. That, and most fans of both, are deeper in the closet than Imelda Marcos and more familiar with denial than a black man trying to buy a home in Mississippi. The Texas A&M teams are known as the Aggies. The Aggies, because who needs respect when you have football that looks worse on television than Nancy Grace's nipple? A&M's become most famous for Aggie jokes, which invariably revolve around the fact that the average IQ of an A&M fan is somewhere around the drinking age. Aggies have less intelligence resources than the Pakistani military. They have less understanding than Adam before Eve started talking to snakes, and their brains are slower than Charlie Weiss on a moped at the beach. The Aggies' on-field mascot is a female collie named Reveille. Reveille is not only the mascot, but is also the highest-ranking member of the student body's Corps of Cadets. Freshmen are required to address Reveille as Miss Rev Ma'am. She has the power to dismiss classes at the university with a bark, and she even has her own cell phone. Texans haven't been this confused about an animal since Mr. Ed went off the air, and haven't assigned this much unjustified glory since every time they've ever told the story of the Alamo. Upon the canine's death, the Aggies bury each Reveille where they can see the A&M scoreboard for eternity, making the collies wonder, why couldn't we have been Michael Vick's dogs instead? With a dog mascot, the most appropriate soundtrack for Aggie football is a Sarah McLachlan song. Instead of cheerleaders, A&M has yell leaders. Instead of wearing cheerleading outfits, they wear white painter outfits. And instead of being hot young women, they are howdy-doody looking virgins. Because nothing gets the fans into a football game like a pasty praying mantis, making finger guns and reciting Shel Silverstein lines while dancing like an Aboriginal tribesman. Texas A&M actually has many traditions, all of which are mind-numbingly insane. A&M games feature more confused androgynous youth in fake military uniforms cheering for man-on-man contact than a Lady Gaga video. The Corps of Cadets is like creepier, darker Hitler Youth, except that 1940s Germany didn't end as badly as most Texas A&M football games. Speaking of Hitler, Republican presidential candidate Rick Perry is an alumnus of A&M. You can tell that Perry was an Aggie because no matter how much money his supporters pour into his efforts, he's still going to lose horribly during November. Looking at the Aggies' results so far this year, just think of Oklahoma State as Mitt Romney, SMU as Michelle Bachmann's understanding of science, and Idaho as a mentally retarded man on death row. A&M collapsed against the Cowboys more completely than Morgan Earp. Texas A&M is located in College Station, Texas. The first thing to understand about College Station is that the natives enjoy cow tipping, whether it be in a local pasture or a local Hooters. The second thing to understand about College Station is that there is nothing else to know about College Station. It is to college life what emphysema is to marathon running. The Aggies are coached by Mike Sherman. Sherman coached the Green Bay Packers for 5 years until being fired following a 4-12 season. Sherman's time in Green Bay got less length from Brett Favre than an iPhone. He failed in Wisconsin worse than a heart, and he exhausted Packer fans more completely than a 2-story building with no elevator. Here's to you, Texas A&M. Like a Scientologist in the military, you creep everyone out with your crazy rituals, and your life is controlled by longhorns. You are the odd duck in a conference full of chickens. You are the bad seed in a state full of hayseeds, and you are the cheated in a sport full of cheating. Don't go away mad, A&M. Just go away insane.